What is going on, YouTube? You already know how I'm coming, man. I'm walking again. You know, I might as well try to, dang, I look good with a little hair. You know how that journey going, man. Stop playing. But yo, I'm doing a video story time. Hear me? It's about this story time about when I was 16. I had got seduced by a 30-year-old mother that had like 10 kids, my nigga. I can keep this a little short and brief. It ain't gonna be too long because I only seen this female a couple times. So how about it's this park that I used to go to when I was in high school. Yeah, I think I was in high school when I was 16. It was this little park I used to go to, man. And I was just playing one day. Like me, I'm gonna make this story better. So I was walking with my homeboy. Goddamn, my old homeboy, VVCell, or whatever you want to call whatever. That's his rap name. But I was walking with his ass. We were going to this park where we play basketball at. And how about this shit funny because this shit's so true. We was going to the park, we was walking, and we were gassing, and he was gone. If you don't know what gone mean, he was high as fuck. So we was walking, right? Walking through the cut. I think he had the basketball. He was doing some weird shit. He was like dribbling and he kept throwing the ball at my ass. I was getting mad as hell. I was like, what's wrong with this nigga? Damn, the sky look crazy, bro. This camera is crazy, bro. No kizzy, man. This shit don't look real for real. Let me see. This shit don't look real. But so boom. So we walk into the park. And when we, let's say we finally got there, right? We're walking through the little cut. And then all of a sudden, I seen this badass girl. Like, she was fine as hell. And she was wearing her shorts were up her ass, I ain't gonna lie. And you know what I mean by that. She had like really short shorts on. And it was a whole bunch of kids playing at the playground. So I ain't see that she had kids yet. I ain't see it yet. So my homeboy, he told me, he was like, you see that girl over there? And I was like, yeah. And then knowing how he play, this is when he was single, by the way. Knowing how he play, he don't like to push up. He'll mess around and scream her name, like call her and tell her to come over there to me. You know what I'm saying? On some other shit. So that's exactly what he did. I was playing basketball. I was like, oh, hell no. Because at first, nigga, I'm 16 years old. I just turned 16. So I pretty much technically was 15, nigga. Bruh, the way she was looking, she did not look like she was around my age. She had tattoos on her chest and all that shit. I was like, man, because, bruh, I'm not like Chief Keef at 16 talking to a thotty on the phone and shit. Like, nigga, I wish I was on that type of timing. I probably don't wish I was, but I mean, that shit was crazy. That nigga was 16 years old talking to a little thought on the phone, man. But like, let's get to the next thing. So he called over there. I was hooping. And knowing me, I'm going to keep it a band. I'm acting like a whole ass nigga. I'm dribbling the ball. I'm trying to look away. I'm trying to keep my attention facing the other way like I'm hooping. Knowing damn well I know what he doing. Any nigga gonna do that. At the time, that's what I was doing. So he called her. She came over there instantly, bro. And she came over there. This bitch don't even know me, bro. And first thing, he ain't even have to say nothing. She said I was cute. And he was like, he wanted to talk to you, whatever. He was like going crazy, screaming. He said, stop acting like a bitch. Stop acting like a bitch. And I'm like, dang, bro. So since anybody that get put on the spot in front of a female, you is not finna act like no hoe. I wasn't. So I just got to talking. Everything was smooth but knowing me when I was younger, bro, I was a little bit smarter than a lot of people thought I was. I used to play dumb, but I'm not really dumb for real. But bro, I fucked around and asked her age. Because I was like, bro, she got a tattoo. Not many people had tattoos when I was 16. Not that I seen, not on their chest and their ass and shit. That girl said 30. That's where everything hit the fan. Because we was already having a good conversation. Asking, like, where she lived and all that shit. I said, 30? That was what I said in my head. But I really said 30. I ain't scream it, like, get a little sassy with that shit, you hear me? So she was like, yeah, 30. And then I see one of her kids run up to her. Oh, in my head, I'm like, oh, hell no. So she really was trying to get down to business because it was getting dark. Because when we was walking there, hold on, I got something in my shoe. When we was walking to the park, it was already like the sun setting. So by the time we got there, it was dark. And she was like, she sat on my lap and shit. She just came over and she sat on my lap. She said, I can sit right here. I ain't gonna lie, nigga, I'm 16, bro. I'm nervous right now. I'm not knowing what's going on. I just said, yeah, fuck it. She doing a little twerking shit. This girl is 30 years old, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm hard as a motherfucker. At 16, nigga, I wanted to fuck, nigga. I mean, hey, it is what it is. But, you know, this is just story time, by the way. Like, so this a true story. So the people that watch my motivation videos, don't go crazy and think that I'm changing. I'm just telling you a story that happened in my life of a traumatizing experience. Like, somebody around my age would probably look at me and be like, bro, good shit. That ain't no good shit, bro. 30 and 16, if the roles was flipped, I can guarantee you I would have been locked up if the roles was flipped. So you already know how it go. So boom. So how about once? All right, so this is what I say. So what was she doing? Okay, yeah, so she was sitting on my lap, right? Playing in my hair and shit. And like, she was close to trying, like, bro, she was trying, because it was dark. So she really was trying to kiss my neck and shit. And I wasn't going for it. So I got up, I said, you trying to play basketball? I tried to smooth up out that bitch. And she said, yeah, let's go. And we started playing. And while we was playing, I was trying to really find the escape plan and walk away. I was like, man, fuck this shit. This girl 30. And I already seen one kid. I ain't even seen the rest of them. So I wouldn't even know what was going on. So, I mean, I wouldn't even know it. Like, man, I don't know what the fuck was going on, bro. I was just a young guy, nigga. So I was walking away. And one thing that kind of helped me, it sparked like a little bit of motivation to get away. It was some niggas over there that was talking to her. And she was going for it. It was some niggas we used to hoot with, one fat ass nigga and another nigga. And they was talking. And they were pushing up on her and shit. And my homeboy, loud mouth ass, that's his bit. But he wasn't really saying bit though, but that's how I talk. He was like, that's his girl, that he was talking to her. I'm like, nigga, stop talking, fuck, nigga. But, you know, knowing him, he like, man, stop being a hoe. I'm like, man, forget all that. So I'm walking away. I go sit down. I see her talking. In my head, I'm already knowing what's going. Like I said, I be playing slow, but I was never stupid, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was just put in the wrong environment. Like, all the shit you see right here, nigga grew up in this neighborhood. I don't stay out here no more, but a nigga grew up in this neighborhood, nigga. So, I mean, you know, nigga grew up out here, man. So I really was placed in the wrong area for real. Like, I wasn't even supposed to be out here. But you know, things happen, man. I'm changing that shit. But back to the story. So it get crazy. So how about they talking to her, right? I go sit my ass down. I'm focused on goddamn thinking about certain shit. So how about in my head I'm like, what the fuck wrong with this girl? Why the fuck she talking to other niggas? Cause I'm like, bro, when she trying to talk to me? Cause I really was trying to push her away. I was thinking about it. I was like, bro, I'm too young, knowing how I am. But then my subconscious telling me like, bro, no, my dick telling me, you know what that's going on. Like, I'm ready to hit. But then my subconscious telling me like, no, don't go for it. Nigga, I'm not knowing about protection or none of that. Now, if my bro went out there, and I messed around and did something, I ain't had no protection. I'm finna tell you how many kids she had, but she done had that a so-and-so amount of kids, and she in her 30s, bro. She 30, well, she was like 31 years old at the time, nigga. So I'm like, boy, nigga, I would have been fucked for life. That would have been over with. I'm glad I be thinking, boy. I'm glad, but like, I just be thinking, like, sometimes I was taking risks, and sometimes I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people told me that I took too many. No, I didn't take enough risks. But I feel like the state I'm in now, for me to be healthy and on the come up, I feel like I did the right thing. So, okay, so boom, we're going down going down the day, and it's getting like, it's like not pitch black, but dark now. Cause you know how like when the sun still be out, like it's still got a little light on the when it's setting. Now the sky is dark. You can see the stars. Okay. So I'm telling my bro, let's go. She walking towards me and shit. So I ain't gonna cap. She was walking towards me, but I thought she was. But she was walking towards the goal, and she had my ball in her hand. And I was like, bro, I don't even want to approach her, bro. I'm finna leave. He's like, bro, stop being a bitch and go get your ball, bro. That's the least thing you can do. So he went and got my ball. I was like, man, I ain't even trying to do that. He said, cause I mean, that nigga Sale, he was like a year older than me. So he was like 17, about to be 18. So that nigga can say that, but it is what it is. But so I go on down the list, right? How about when we got the ball, she came up to me and she tried to get my number. I told her a fake number. And then she did some little side shit. Like she was like, come here. When Marcel when Sale walked away. I'm saying his name and shit. But when Sale walked away, she called me over. And she was like, I got a car over there. You trying to go chill and smoke? Because, I mean, I had already did that before I came. So I was like, that's probably why I wasn't like super, like nervous and shit. Because like back then when I was sober, I'd probably get a little nervous and shit. So like that weed, that's what I had another video. I had a video talking about the weed and shit. But like that's the reason why you shouldn't be doing it. Like it probably suppresses it for the moment, but it's temporary. All that shit temporary. You got to find out how to overcome that shit like without it. So how about this? I don't want this video to get cut off, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to the point. So how about this? I was like, nah, I'm straight. And then she was like, come on. Cause I remember this shit. This shit was like in the back of my head, bro. I remember this shit. I can't ever forget about nothing like this. She was like, come on. So I was like, I guess I got a little peer pressure. And Sale, he walking down, but this nigga not looking back. And I know what type of person he like. When he walking forward and he ain't looking back, he either mad or I don't know what's wrong with him. But I just know he do that a lot. So he walking home. That nigga did not take a look back at all to see if I was behind him or not. That nigga just walking, bro. So I was like, fuck it. I went over to the car and everything was smooth. You know, I ain't smoke with her because I ain't trust what she had. You know what I'm saying? I was fake hitting the shit, like faking. And I was fake hitting that shit. And she getting high and shit. And this where that shit get crazy. Cause like, so boom, she tried to she reached over and like she was trying to like touch on me and shit. So I was like, what you got going? I ain't say what you got going, but that's what I wanted to say. I was like, what you doing? And she was like, you know what I want? She said, you already know the reason why I called you over here. I keep telling this girl, I said, you know how old I am, right? I said, I'm 16. And she was like, well, I mean, you came over here, you smoking, you doing all type of stuff. She not really realizing that I didn't really hit it for real, but she don't know that. So I'm like, bruh, I ain't rocking with this. So I'm like, I'm finna go. And she like, So I ain't gonna lie. You know, she's something and shit. But I mean, that's the thing though. That's why I said I felt like I was like seduced a little. Well, I was though. But like, I ain't gonna cap. She was a little bit more like smarter than what I thought she was. So she had a condom, and I wasn't going for it. So I put one on, and she gave a young nigga head or whatever, but with the condom on, by the way. And I'm like sitting up here like, bruh, I'm like scared, but that shit feel good at the same time. So I was like, bro, what's going on? But how about I see, like, I think it was about that time to go, and I see 11. No, I think it was a count. I think the most, I want to give an estimate, bro. I think it was around this time. I think it was like 15. No, not 15. It was like 11. Yeah, I think it was like 11. No, it wasn't 11. It was like 12. No, it was 11 kids, bro. 11 freaking kids, bro. That ran up to the car, one by one. Like, one running up from the playground, they all chasing each other, and they come up to the car. I'm like, how the fuck? How they fit? Well, I mean, I keep saying car. It wasn't a car. It was like a SUV kind of. So it kind of could fit all them little kids in there. She ain't had no. All them kids was like, the highest age was probably like 8, maybe at most 10. But all of them was about damn near the same size. And it was like 2 girls out the group. And like the rest of them was boys. So they all running up to the car. And they go, daddy, they go. I'm like, what? So I'm like, oh, hell no. So I'm panicking a little bit, nigga. And she can tell that I'm panicking a little bit. So she like, chill out. So I was like, no, I ain't, what you mean chill out? So the funny thing is, I walk out the car, and then the dude was right there. And he was like, what you doing? I said, bro, I got out of this shit so smooth. I'm glad I was 16, because if I was older, nigga, I had the baby face. I ain't had no facial hair, no nothing. So he didn't feel like he was competing with me. You feel me? I still look like a kid. I was like, bro, I'm 15 years old, bro. I was just smoking. She said she had some gas. I was just finna buy some. And, he fell for that shit. So I got gone. And I was like, oh, hell no. So I had to walk home by myself. And, I mean, for that day. I went home, and I was just like, I ain't gonna lie. Any traumatizing thing that happened to anybody, it don't matter if a nigga say they not tripping or a female say they not tripping. You tripping. In silence, in the darkness, you thinking about that shit. And it's eating you up until you find a way to suppress it. Or not even suppress it, either live with it or to try to forget about it. But, I mean, you'll probably start remembering if you go back to, like, me. I always remember that shit when I go back to that park. So I feel like if I leave this city, I for sure will forget about all that shit. And, or at least I won't, if I think about it, it won't come to me as frequently as if I keep passing that park all the time, right? So that day went by, and I think I only seen her 2 times, because I think she was trying to call me. But this is another crazy time I seen her. The second time I seen her, when I went to the park, this time I went by myself, and I was hooping on the other side, and I seen her hooping with like 3 of her kids. Because I guess that day she had all of her kids that day. But the next time I seen her, she had 3. So she was hooping by herself, and she approached me, and she was like, I kept trying to call your number. Why you ain't answer? I was like, dang, for real? And I'm glad I didn't bring my phone that day. She said, let me see your phone. Let me see if you got the right number. And I was like, I ain't even got my phone. And she was like, ain't no way. And then she said she had the whip, so she'll take me to go get it, because she wanted to go find out. I was like, damn, she trying to get all this personal? Like, why you trying to go crazy? You ain't even got to go this crazy. You crazy. No, it's playing. But, she get to going crazy. So I was like, nah, I ain't rocking with it. The hair looked tough, though. But, yeah, so that's crazy, because a lot of people gonna think I'm cap. But, I mean, only people that know is me, my homeboy, and that girl really, if the kid like that nigga that was there. So I mean, I really have no reason to lie. But I mean, if that's what you think, then you can think that. You feel me? I ain't tripping. It is what it is. I'm just letting you know. I'm just putting you on game about a traumatizing story that happened when I was 16. You might as well say 15, because I was just turning 16. So, okay, so boom. After we was on the court, what I said? Okay, so yeah, we was on the court, and then she was talking about taking me. I said, nah, I'm finna go head back to the house anyway. And she said, I can take you. And I said, no, because I live like some way up, and I'm gonna walk. I gotta run a few errands. I gotta walk to Walmart, do that. And then since I said errands and shit, she wasn't trying to waste no gas money. At first she was trying to go for it. I ain't gonna cap. Like, at first she was going for it, but after a while she was like, nah. Because I told her I had to go to Walmart, Circle K, and a few other places she wasn't going for. After Walmart, she wasn't going. So I seen her walk back, and she was like, okay. She said, I'm gonna be at my car if you want to come over there. I was like, all right. And I thought about it, bro. And I was like, I'm not dealing with this shit again. So when she turned her back, I just left the park, bro. Because I was like, bro, I mean, and if you think about it, bro, somebody probably asked, like, what type of man are you? Or what type of, like, what you got going? But I'm like, as a kid, bro, I shouldn't be forced. Like, as a female, as a grown woman with, like, 12 plus kids, why are you forcing a minor to do this stuff, I ain't gonna say forcing, but trying to trick them. And I ain't gonna lie, at 16, I wasn't no idiot, like I said. So I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew what was going. So I can't sit up here and just say, like, I was, like how a 10-year-old would be. A 10-year-old don't know shit. Like, a 10-year-old, that's abuse. That's like taking advantage of. But me, I still knew what I was doing. But I was young. I was still young. So I'm thinking, like, bruh, this shit wrong. But I ain't finna sit here and act like I ain't know. So, I mean, y'all doing? So I ain't finna sit here and act like I didn't know that I was doing wrong. So, I mean, yeah. So with that story, I just walked off, and she turned around. She didn't see me no more. And that was the last time I ever seen her. Like, I swear to you, bro, I went to that park more times. Like, bro, I was still going to that park when I was 20 years old. I never seen her at all. So 4-5 years later, I never seen her again. I don't know what happened. I just seen her that second time. That was it. I guess she seen that I was playing, or she probably thought I was telling. But at the same time, at that age, in the school I was going to and all that shit, like, it's like they look at everything as snitching, bro. But how I see it, that was some shit that was wrong. Like, that was wrong. And I mean, hey, you learn from shit like that. That's why I'm trying to tell you kids, like, from that lesson, that story time that I just gave you, the stuff that I want you to, that I hope you learn from it. I'm gonna tell you a few if you don't know what I'm talking about. I hope that in life, when you got friends and family members, or even dads and uncles, because I know a lot of dads and uncles do this, if they try to force you into talking to one of their friends or something like that, start asking their age. Start asking for ID. Even if you young, ask for that ID. Because as a young man in this day and age, especially like coming up, like at my time, even younger than that, honestly, since we've been young, like since way before I was born, my family, I don't know when this shit started, but I ain't gonna lie, like little young, I need to bring this to a lot of parents' awareness too. Young boys, they are targets. And these older females, like 20, 30, even 19, it don't matter if you're above. I mean, like, according to the court, if you're above 18, you're not a minor no more. So, like, anything above 18, talking to somebody like 16, 15, 14, boys be going through this. I mean, you even got It's some stuff behind closed doors in this world that you don't even know, that you will, like, blow your mind. Like it's 10-year-olds out here that seeing some stuff and all type of stuff. Like, us boys as a young age go through a lot because we are taught by, like, our dads. Not I ain't gonna say my dad, but like a lot of, like, dads around the world and uncles and grandfathers and anybody that's a male figure. They try to, like, tell you that it's okay to talk to like a young what's it called? Like, talking to like a young that shit is a young girl. No, oh yeah, no, a young dude talking to like an older guy. No, wait, what the fuck? No, I'm tripping. I don't know why I do that. Every time I see something or somebody, I always get to tripping, like saying stupid shit. I mean, a young boy talking to an older female, and like, that's like being glorified in this world. I ain't gonna say, well, yeah, glorified. Like, I might as well say it like that's what's really going on, like, for real. And like, it's crazy because, like, that's just what's really going on. And we, like I said before in another video, we live in a feminist country. So, I mean, the courts, the judges, the lawyers, all them folks, they some simps. They feel bad for females. They feel like they fragile. You touch them, they break. They deserve everything. You know what I'm saying? All type of shit. Even the females. And with females becoming lawyers, that's making it even worse on, you know what I'm saying, the America, because, I mean, you gonna have them feminist type, females that agree with feminism, and they gonna be going up there and seducing the damn male judges and the male lawyers and shit, and they gonna fall up under the trap. So, I mean, we went from living in a man's world to who run the world girls. So, I mean, hey, you know, that's just putting you in a perspective of that. Like, I'm not bashing females, but I'm just letting you know, like, this is really a man's world. Like men were fighting wars. Men are out here actually putting in, like, actual, like, manual labor. And I ain't gonna lie, you got females that's trying to step up to the plate and do that, and I give it to them for that. That's cool. But anything physical or hard working, or when it comes down to working in the hot sun all day, 9 times out of 10 females not doing that. You know what I'm saying? But when it deals with that court of law and shit, and I mean, just think about it. Females, you hit a female, you go to jail. Female hit you, she'll probably catch a little aggravated assault. That shit'll probably get thrown away. Because 9 times, that nigga, like, you shouldn't be putting your hands on the female anyway. Are you fucking kidding me? Man, I can go all day about that, man. But like I said, I'm not here to bash no females. I love all my females. I love all my queens. I ain't trying to bash none of that. I'm just bringing awareness to the youngins. Like, y'all older females got to stop that seducing shit at a young age, like, to these young boys, because y'all know what y'all doing. That shit really sick. You know what I'm saying? A nigga get locked up real quick for that. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of guys that are getting locked up for it, I ain't gonna say all of them, but I'm gonna say half and half. Like, a lot of guys be getting bammed up and barred, like, getting that shit barred, because females be lying about the age. That's why I say you gotta start checking the ID. Females already be knowing. They already be knowing. You think they finna mistake? Like, all you gotta do is push up on, like, all the female gotta do is just say you cute and they got you in the bag. And I mean, it'll be guys around. Like, that's how you know this world really fucked up for real. Cause let's say I was 13 years old. I'm at a party, or I'm not even at a party. I'm at like a birthday or family reunion or something. I see somebody and, like, she, like, let's say she about 25, right? Okay. She 25. So how about she come up, she saying I'm handsome, all that stuff. She coming close to me, she flirting with me. You got all the adults, grandfathers, uncles, all them looking around, looking at me, smiling like, there you go, nephew. There you go. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do what you gotta do. Go ahead. I seen her talking to you. They'll pull you off in silent, pull you off to the side. I seen what you trying to do. Go ahead. Go ahead. I like that. Do what you gotta do. Really? So y'all, so that's what we doing. So now we tricked our men. Now we tricked the man to believe that shit cool. Come on now. Men just gotta step up, man. Like I said, all these niggas turning into simps. We falling down to the female's foot. We fucking paying for pictures of feet now. We crying and shit. I mean, like, what's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? You got all this shit going on. Niggas acting like females, dressing up as females, painting their fingernails and shit, thinking that this shit okay. Like, where the masculinity at? Like, where like niggas working out and shit. Niggas want to be in the house. Niggas want to drive. Niggas be like, come on, man. What happened? Not just drive, but like, niggas don't ride bikes no more. We don't go outside. Like, whenever in history have men took 30 minutes to an hour to get ready after somebody outside waiting on you, nigga? Niggas don't get ready. Niggas, when they get ready at the last minute, throw shit on and go. Come on, now. I was just but yeah, man, that's really gonna conclude that video, that story time, man. I was just bringing that to your attention. Kids, just even females, little girls, like y'all matter of fact, I'm gonna target y'all ninth grade females. Y'all gonna go through a thing where y'all gonna have a whole bunch of seniors on y'all head and that crowd trying to jump in. And 9 times out of 10, the whole school didn't know that's going on, even the teachers. But ain't nobody gonna do nothing because 9 times out of 10, y'all both still in school. I mean, he could still get barred for that shit. But since y'all both go to the same school, y'all in the school, they gonna look past that shit, man. So y'all females be careful too. Y'all 9th grade females, 10th grade, y'all just be careful. Save yourself, man. Like, I'm telling you, it's gonna be worth it. You know? That was a little traumatizing experience story. You don't believe it, you ain't got to, it don't matter. You know, I know what happened at the end of the day. Just had to let that be known. You know? You feel me, man? Got the little water, man. I'm finna work out, man. Stop playing with me, man. You know? Finna start reading books, man. I'm finna be crazy. I ain't finna be saying man no more. I'm finna fix up the way I talk, all type of shit. No more cussing, all that, man. 2023 finna come crazy. You already know how I'm coming, man. Stop playing with me. On Burnham grave, man. But yeah. So, yeah, that's gonna conclude that video. If you like it, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to comment, for real. And like that video. And subscribe. And one thing I ain't said, put that post notification bell on, man. I'm posting daily. Fuck is you saying? Every day. Show your friends. Show people. Stop being lame. People need to hear this message. Nigga. Yeah, I need my two, though. Everybody go ahead and smack that neck. Fuck is you saying? But all right. That's going to conclude that video, man. Ladies and gentlemen. Brought to you by VB Records. It's your boy Dolo World. And I'm out. Peace.